Hi John, my name's Tom McCoubrey. This is the 2021 GLE 53 that you're interested in. So I figured I'd put a short video tour together for you on some of the features and options on this one. So starting right up front here, we do have the Pan America grille that is exclusive to the AMG cars. We also have the more aggressive, sportier looking front bumper and air dam on the front end. As we come around to the side, we'll see these 21-inch twin 5-spoke wheels. Then you'll see the Turbo 4MATIC badge on the side. That means this is a inline 6 that is turboed, putting out about 489 horsepower. So as we move back to the rear, we'll see the other twin 5-spoke 21-inch in the rear. And we'll come to the back. Out back here, I just want to open this up, show you the cargo space here. Plenty of room. We do have the floor mats we haven't put in yet. Those are the AMG floor mats. We do have a spare in the rear and a little bit more storage underneath there. Shut that. One cool feature I wanted to show you back here is this button right here. So if we hit this button, what will happen is the actual rear end of the vehicle will sit down a little bit. So if you have anything heavy and you need to put it up in here, it's actually easier to get in. You don't have to lift it as far. And then you just hit that button again, comes right up. We'll put that back down. Another feature back here, we do have the optional trailer hitch, and out back we do have the sportier rear bumper and air dam, and then the capped off with the chrome tips of the AMG performance exhaust that is comes on this GLE 53. Pop open the rear here so you can see the rear seats. This is equipped with black mb-tex and DINAMICA seats with red stitching. So what that means is we have the mb-tex right here, and on the insert here you'll see that is a black DINAMICA. It's like a suede material, as well as the red seat belts to match the stitching. So that kind of touches on some of the outside features. Let's go on the inside and go over some of those. All right, now that we're back inside the GLE 53, I'm gonna go over some of the options and features in here. So now that we can actually see the front seats, you'll see these are the AMG seats. They're a little bit more bolstered than the standard seat you'd get in a GLE. And it does still have that DINAMICA and mb-tex upholstery with the AMG logo here in the middle. That red stitching also flows throughout, and you'll see that all the way through the center console and the dash as well. Then as we come through, you'll see this beautiful metal weave trim all the way across both doors and the dashboard here. And in the middle, they've done a piano lacquer trim here in the center. Over on the left side door, the driver's side door, we have our seat controls, heated seats. We do have the Burmester upgraded sound in this GLE 53. Then we have our light controls and parking brake right on the left side of the steering wheel. Then we get our standard stuff, our wiper controls, wiper stalk, blinker stalk, as well as our drive gear selector on the right side of the steering wheel. Up front here, we do have our controls for our full LCD color display. We can change the way this looks and customize what we see in each of the dials right through these three buttons right here. This is a mouse pad or a trackpad that we can use to select different things, and then the home and back key allows you to go into different menus. Right below that, we have our cruise control buttons. Those are relatively simple, just on or off, and then set the speed. On the right side of the wheel, we have our controls for our MBUX system. So we have those same home and back keys and touchpad, and this touchpad can control what we see up here. That way you don't have to take your hands off the wheel to change things. And this is one of 4 different options to select things in the MBUX system. It's this touchpad. This is a touch screen, so we can just kind of slide our finger across here. And then we have this touchpad here in the center that we can just slide just like a mouse pad in a computer. And then the fourth way is actually by voice command. So we can say, hey Mercedes, and what it will do is it'll pop up there, and we can give it commands like changing the temperature or changing the ambient lighting. So this also has ambient lighting down here. It's a little bright, so we can't see the red all that well, but it is lit up red in here. But those are the 4 different ways to control the MBUX system. As we come down, we'll have all of our climate controls right below the screen. Then we have our wireless charging pad, our Apple CarPlay charging port, as well as another USB Type-C charging port, and a 12-volt charging port if you want to use that. Our cup holders are right behind those. Then we come into the center controls here. We have our dynamic select, which is our drive modes. And this one will have sport, sport, comfort, sport plus, and then a bunch of individual slippery, trail, and sand. So we've got a lot of customizable different setups in here, and with each of those it changes, as you can see on the side here, changes all of these things, the engine management, how the gears change. That is the AMG performance setup, as well as the suspension and the exhaust. So each one, it'll always start in comfort, but each one has their own settings. Then as we go down on either side of the mouse pad here, we have our parking button. So essentially it'll search for parking spots and park itself if you choose to use that. It also gives us access to all of our cameras that we can kind of look through. We have the passenger side door open, which is why you can't see it over there. But right below that parking button, we have a picture of the car. It brings us to our vehicle menu, so we can change the settings and whatnot. And these are all of our assistants and quick access. Below that's our favorites menu, and then on the right side we have the volume control for the radio. We have then our hard keys for all of our menus in here. So like if I want to get to the navigation real quick, I can just hit the nav button, it goes straight to that. Same with the radio or telephone. Then in the AMG cars, as this one is, we have these 5 switches right here. This is to switch into manual only mode. So essentially, if you only want to use your paddle shifter, which is right behind the steering wheel, and they are labeled up and down. So if you want to use those to shift, you can hit this button, it'll turn red, and you'll see it's now in manual mode. Turn that back off. The next one is traction control. Then this one's for the ride height. So we can actually hit this up and the vehicle will rise, and it'll actually show you right here. Or we can hit it and go the other way with it as well. Then we have the, and as you can see, it's still working on it. Next to that one, we have the suspension, so you can make this a sportier or more comfortable ride, whichever you choose. And then we have the exhaust. So this has a valve in there, so that if you open or close it, it'll actually make it either quiet or what Mercedes refers to as powerful, so a little bit louder. So you have both. So if you're going through a neighborhood or whatnot late at night, you don't have to have it as loud. So that kind of touches on most of the features here in this GLE 53. So if you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call at 207-653-9942. Again, my name's Tom McCoubrey, and if you like this video, please like and subscribe.